is. What's
How you
up,
doing,
man?
buddy?
Good. How you doing?
Awesome. Awesome.
I see you're losing a lot of weight.
Yeah, I'm in Atlanta training right now, just getting ready to get a fight lined up. We're real close.
Who you got?
Can't say, not gonna
Oh,
say.
is it a big name? Can you say that?
It's a massive, massive fight.
Oh man, can't even give a hint,
It'll be
huh?
a headline, it'll be the headline pay-per-view.
That's gonna be great. How?
Yeah, right now, last week I weighed in at 303. I never weighed that low. I've never fought that low. I was 310 the least I've ever fought. And I only weighed that once. But then I was in a size 44 pants. Now I'm in a 42. So I'm actually
Wow.
smaller than I was then. Which that 42 may sound big to a lot of people. When you were in a size 70 2 years ago, that's
Wow.
not very much.
So, how much weight did you actually drop? Like how many pounds?
200.
Wow. That's great, man. Impressed.
Yeah. Let me see. Hold on one second, all right?
I'm holding. I'm here. I'm here. He's coming back, everybody. You heard it here first. He is coming back. And he is fighting, headlining. Headlining. I can't wait to hear who you're fighting. Look at that.
It's his belt?
That's your old belt.
That's
Looks
my old belt.
It's like a hula hoop. Nice. Holy shit. Look at that. 200. Are you going any further down, or you're good at the weight you're at?
Well, last week I weighed 303. This one I weighed 296.
You're in the twos.
Yeah, I'm right now at 296 as of today.
Where do you want to end up at?
Somewhere around 280, I think would be a good weight for me.
So when you were fighting in the 90s, what'd you weigh?
4 or something. 450.
Holy shit. Did you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
How tall are you?
Yep.
How tall are you?
Right at 5'11".
Okay, so you're about my height. Wow. You know, and I remember last time I talked to you, you told me you had some, what was it, your knee problem or your back? What was going on?
Well, I had both hips replaced 5 months ago. The doctors cleared me for boxing but said no MMA.
Okay. Wow.
I got 2 brand new hips. I was in a wheelchair for over 3 years.
Wow. And the hips are, what are they, metal, plastic? What are they?
Oh, they're metal. They're titanium. They're badass shit.
How was that recovery?
Awesome. I'm walking in bleachers.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I've been doing yoga for the last year and a half or so now.
Okay.
I don't know if you're familiar with DDP.
Yeah, Diamond Dallas Page. Yeah.
Well, I'm at his house right now. That's where I'm at.
I had Jake the Snake just did a show. I own a comedy club. And I know Jake.
I see Jake. I do comedy. Matter of fact, next week after next, I'm doing Kansas City at 2 different comedy clubs.
Doing comedy now?
Yeah, I've been doing it for a while now.
Well, next time you're in New York, hit me up. Yeah, I just had Jake
All
in
right.
my place.
We'll do it.
That's cool. Small world. So, that's amazing. So, what are you doing to lose the weight? Is it just diet, exercise, anything?
No, a little bit of everything. I mean, there's supplements, there's food change, a little bit of everything. Yoga is a big part of it.
The yoga.
I've been training with Dallas and his crew. Matter of fact, I'm in Atlanta. I live in Alabama, but I'm in Atlanta. I've been here for the last 3 weeks, 4 weeks. I'll be here for the next 2 months. We're shooting a sizzle reel for a major production company for the comeback fight.
Oh. All right. So is the comeback fight, is everything already signed? You're just waiting to announce it, or what's going on?
We'll talk about it soon.
You can't talk. Okay. Okay.
I can't say much.
You must. When was the last time you had a fight? What year was it?
15 years.
And how old are you now?
If you look at pictures of me from 3 years ago, I look 15 years younger.
Yeah. Yeah, you do.
Well, the first time we did an interview, I look a lot longer since then.
Yeah. Yeah. That was probably a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. And how old are you now?
57.
Okay.
Same as Tyson.
Okay. Okay. And you feel
I don't care what people say. Tyson's still a bad individual.
Are you hinting at something?
No, I'd love to fight Tyson. There's several people out there that'd be great fights. I mean, there's a lot of fights that'd be awesome fights.
Are you sparring at all?
Not right now, a lot of. I've never done a lot of sparring. I didn't like sparring. Sparring. Only thing sparring is good is getting used to somebody in the ring.
Interesting. So how much would you spar, like, back in the day?
We're gonna spar a good bit. We're gonna spar a good bit. It's coming soon.
So, like, preparing for this fight now, how many times a week do you think you're going to spar?
Don't know yet. I'm gonna leave it up
Don't
to the
know.
guys that I'm gonna be working with.
Wow. That's amazing.
Bringing the old crew back, plus a couple new ones.
Oh, you're bringing everybody back?
Well, Murray, our old manager, he passed away.
Right.
Murray Sullivan, I don't know if you're familiar with Murray or not, but he fought some pretty bad individuals in the day.
No, I don't think I know who that is.
Murray Sullivan fought Tommy Hearns, Michael Spence, Matthew Saad Muhammad. Yeah, he didn't fight just the first super middleweight IBF super middleweight title holder.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah, Murray fought Matthew Saad Muhammad, Spinks, Michael Spinks, not.
Right.
She fought Sugar Ray. Tommy Hearns fought 2 or 3 times. Yeah, he was
Wow.
up against the best of them.
Wow. Okay.
He's going to be coming in, and there's a wrestler or a boxer turned wrestler. I'm going to get to work with me also.
Who?
Anthony Ogogo. I don't know if you ever heard of him.
Sounds familiar.
I think he won the Olympics, if I'm not wrong, or he placed in the Olympics for England.
Okay.
He's here trying,
Okay.
so we're gonna persuade him into being part of the team.
Wow.
So
What prompted this comeback?
well, when you're 500 pounds and you're in a wheelchair, and you put your mind to getting healthy again, and you start feeling better than you ever have, and you're getting healthier than you better ever have, it's my proof to myself I can do anything I want to accomplish. If you have discipline and you want to do something, you can accomplish it. And it's just my way of proving to the world and myself that I can do it. More so myself than anybody else. I don't care what other people think.
Wow. So you got up
If
to
that, I
500.
care what Larry Merchant thinks. I never thought he didn't care what he said.
I mean, not many
Oh,
people
what
like
are we
Larry
doing?
Merchant.
You chill. Look at this guy. Look how beautifully bodied guy this. Look how structured of a boxer this. He's going to destroy Butterbean and knock him out. Oh, he got lucky. Larry even pissed off.
Yeah, Merchant was known to. Not many people liked him.
So I was giving him a big hug when I'm all sweaty. He loved that.
So who was your last fight against?
I don't remember. It's been a long time ago. I had over 300 fights altogether. When you count boxing, tough man, MMA, kickboxing, I had over 300 fights altogether.
Oh, wow. And you didn't have any amateur fights, right? If I remember correctly.
Well, tough man. I mean, if you don't call that amateur. I fought 4 fights in one night.
Wow. Wow. And the tough man, was that gloved?
No. Those are big arenas. I mean, good size.
No, I mean,
2,000, 3,000 people there.
Were you wearing
16-ounce gloves, headgear.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I
Wow.
averaged 90% knockouts with 16-ounce gloves.
You could punch. As a matter of fact, when you fought Larry Holmes, you also showed that you have stamina.
Holmes was terrified of him. I was just with Holmes.
Oh, yeah?
His people told him to stay away from me, and he listened to him.
Yeah. And you didn't seem like you got gassed. You seemed like you
And
were
I
good.
fumbled. I mean, his jab really didn't bug me. It was kind of discouraging to him that his jab wasn't as effective as it was against other people.
Right.
Holmes even admitted that, his jab wasn't as effective as me as he thought it was going to be.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, no, that was a good fight. That was, what, a 10-rounder, right?
Yeah, it went 10 rounds. I dropped him in the 10th. It was as much of a slip as a drop, but I hit him and he went down.
Did they rule it as a knockdown?
It was a knockdown. Ruled as a knockdown. But, either way, it could have been a slip. But, I hit him and he went down.
Off balance, but the punch still landed, right?
That's what counts.
That's what counts, yeah. Do you watch current boxing?
No, I don't have time for it. I'm honestly, I'm training 3 or 4 times a day right now. I'm like all in. I've never trained this hard. My last 15 fights, I never even stepped in the gym and still destroyed guys.
Wow. Okay, so you didn't watch the Spence Crawford fight at all?
No.
Uh,
Jake Paul, I sure as hell wouldn't watch. I'd love to fight him. He has
I'd
not
love
yet fought a boxer.
I'd love to see you fight him too.
I would love. He would come up 10 pounds. He's in my division.
Yeah. Well, what do you think you would do to him?
I would destroy him. I would wreck him.
Yeah. He's
Early on in his second fight, that they compared him to me. He said something about, "I'm not Butterbean. I'm not a sideshow. Fight the sideshow. See what happens."
Oh, that's what he said?
Yeah, fight the sideshow. See what happens. I
People
would
don't realize, like,
destroy him.
I know you would. People don't realize, like, can you explain again? Because you already told me this, but why were you only doing 4-rounders?
That's all they can afford to pay me. I mean, I was making what the main events was. There's a lot of fighters that was really mad about that. You know, here's a main event 10-round, 12-round fight. I'm making the same money they were. Why would I want to go more rounds? And then I was fighting anywhere from 1 time to 3 times in 1 month.
Wow.
I fought in California, China, and Japan all in the same month.
I remember, who was the guy you fought at WrestleMania?
Bird
WrestleMania?
gun.
He was an actual wrestler, right?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, but he was also a boxer. I mean, he destroyed every. Martin Merrill was a Golden Glove New York State champ, and he beat him. Martin Merrill.
Oh, okay.
He beat
Okay.
some guys. He went on and just brawled and just bullied him and knocked him out.
Wow.
He lasted, I think, 18 seconds with me, or 22 somewhere in there. I'm not counting. Then he did give him a 10 count, so they kind of give him a little bit of time.
Right. So did you always have that power, even from the Tough Man days?
Always.
Wow.
And I was a lot faster than people thought it was.
Yeah?
When you're 400 pounds, you're moving as fast as the other guy. I had great stamina. That's what people don't understand. I worked out harder than a lot of the guys because when you're carrying 400 pounds, you got to work harder just to be able to keep moving it.
Do you think that your punching power will suffer a little bit now because there's going to be less weight behind the punches?
Not even a little bit.
No?
That overhand right, left hook, both going to be devastating.
Wow. And you have no problem with the hip? Everything's good now?
Oh, my hips are brand new. I got no problem with the hip.
Wow. So how long was the recovery after the hip surgery?
The last hip surgery was in December, so not long ago.
Well, okay.
But I wasn't supposed to have the second hip till now. And the first one was 2 months prior to December.
Right.
But I healed up so fast. I'll be honest, my genetics is freakish. I mean, we get strong quick. Back in high school, I started benching 102 pounds. That's the most I could bench in high school when I started lifting. By the middle of the season, I was benching over 3.
Wow.
Couple months, I was benching over 3.
That's crazy. We
just build muscle. It's just in our genetics. I mean, I thank my mom and dad. That's all I can do.
Do you have any kids who box?
Any what? Yeah, my youngest son just had his first amateur. He fought in a tough man contest. He was training to fight amateur, and I told him, your style is not amateur. He fights like I did. If you go on my TikTok, it's Butterbean King of 4 rounds. It shows it on there. What a lot of people don't realize, he went in it with a detached bicep. He knew he hurt his arm, but we didn't know how he hurt it. And he went to the doctor, and they said it's possibly detached, or cut, or split, or tore, but they didn't know. And we asked, is it going to hurt any worse, if he fought? He goes, it ain't going to hurt. I mean, he's already damaged it. And a month after the fight, he had to have total bicep replacement, basically. They put a cadaver piece in there, and yeah, he's right now 3 months out, and he's doing really good. We got him on you ever blood flow restriction?
Yeah.
So we're doing that also. Dallas just come out with a new company called Power Cuffs, and we're using the blood flow restriction. We're getting bigger quicker. I mean, man, I'm telling you what, my arms are getting strong.
Wow.
It's crazy.
How did you connect with DDP?
I was doing my podcast, me, Boss Rutan, Flex Wheeler, Rick Bassman. We had a podcast, and Diamond Dallas was on there, and Flex said, "Hey, you want to be on Bean? Bean needs to be on your next show, because he was talking about doing like some kind of weight loss contest or something, and Flex just kept pushing him, and I was 500. I wasn't quite 5 because I decided I was going to lose some weight, and Dallas called me back and said, "Look, man, I don't know if I can get you on the show or win," but he worked a diet plan out for me. I stuck to it, and I lost. I'm thinking I lost 60-something pounds before I got to the show.
Wow.
I ended up losing over 80 on this show in 4 months.
That's impressive.
So I lost 60 prior and then another 80 in the next 4 months. I mean, I'm serious about it. When you're afraid to get, I didn't go. I was inducted in the Alabama Hall of Fame, Boxing Hall of Fame. I didn't go because I was too embarrassed.
Because of the weight.
Because of the weight, and I was in a wheelchair, couldn't walk. I was bent over like
Yeah, I saw a video.
Yeah, I couldn't stand up. I mean, I couldn't stand up.
That was a mix of the weight and the hips eroding.
The
right?
hips mostly.
And now you could stand up straight.
Oh, without a doubt. Yeah, I'm doing yoga every day. Except Sunday, I take a day off. I don't care what people think. You got to let your body recover one day at least a week.
Yeah.
You got to.
Yeah.
You can't just keep tearing down muscle, expect them to get bigger if you don't have them some time to rest.
So have you noticed, because you're older, have you noticed anything that's actually changed, slowed down?
I'm better. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, it's like I watched a movie a long time ago about a pitcher, the minor league pitcher. He ended up turning pro when he was up in his age, and he was actually throwing faster balls than he did when he was in the minors before when he was younger. Can't explain it. I can't explain why I'm doing so much better. I mean, I'm able to manage my weight, work out harder. I just can't explain it. And I don't want it. I don't care. I guess I'm more disciplined right now than I was back then.
I think, I still work, hit the bag all the time. And I think when you've been doing it so long, there's maybe a muscle memory that we have that just is there.
Yeah, it kicks
it doesn't really,
in.
Right?
Without a doubt.
Yeah. I think, and you probably have that going on for you. You got the muscle memory now. You're so much lighter now,
and I got great equipment to work with. Bob, I don't know if you know Boss Rutan. You familiar with Boss much?
I've heard of him.
He's like killer on the liver shots. I mean, he's MMA wise, the pancreas champion. He's legit badass. I'll be honest with you. He's got a new device. It's got arms and legs. I don't use the legs, but I use the arms, leg, head, body. That thing is amazing. Okay. And then we're coming out with a new bag holder. So let's say you want to use a long, skinny bag, but then you want a big, fat, heavy bag. Say it takes 2 people to change a bag. With the bag stand that I'm working with right now, 1 person can change it. Takes about a minute to change it. So you can do it in between periods.
That's great.
When you're working out.
Right.
You can put a double ball on there if you want to. You can put a heavy bag, put a big water bag on there. It takes less than a minute to change it. It's crazy.
Oh.
It's all patented, so nobody else can steal that kind of design. They made it over 5 years ago, and the guy loaned it to me, and I'm saying, we got to do something with this. This is, like, amazing. I mean, if you try to hang a heavy bag by yourself, 150-pound bag, you can't do it. 1 person can't do it.
Right.
You can do it with this bag stand within a minute.
That's great. That's cool. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out.
I'll get you pictures of it. It's pretty damn cool.
Yeah, show me. I want to see what you're talking about. So
it's pretty awesome.
When you work out, like a normal workout, how many rounds are you doing?
I do about 8 to 10, depending on the day. And I'm just getting into it right now.
Once a day?
And that's not counting my cardio. Do what?
Do you do it once a day, or 8 to 10 rounds, or how's it work? How's it look for you?
Right now, I'm doing it once a day.
Okay.
But I'm also doing my cardio in the day and night. As soon as I get off here, I got to go to the gym. I'm doing my cardio. And then we do yoga twice a day.
What do you do
So
for
we're
cardio?
busy all day. It's just doing DDP. It's not like yoga like you think. It's called DDPY yoga.
Okay.
But yoga has no part of it. It's basically stretching and muscle resistance to make yourself stronger by using your own biometrics.
Okay. Okay. Wow. So what kind of cardio do you do? What do you do exactly?
You got to come check me out. When you coming down? Come to Alabama. Come to Atlanta.
I should.
You'll see.
I will. How long are you there for?
I'm here for the next 3 months.
Hmm. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do that. Yeah. But so can you tell me though, just to give me a little taste, like what do you do for cardio?
I use machines mostly because the hips, that's what happened to my hips. So I'll do the elliptical at a high rate for about 15, 25 minutes. Then I'll do the bike, and then I'll do the treadmill.
Okay.
So I get
Wow.
about an hour, hour and a half total of solid. And we're at the gym longer now, but that's just from swapping. I rest in between and go from there.
Right.
So
And you
cardio's been built up pretty good.
right. Yeah, no, the cardio is important, obviously. And you've obviously in terms of food, like how did you alter your eating habits, your portions, your meals, like what'd you do that in that category?
Well, there's other meal supplements that I take, but I'm also doing mostly gluten dairy free. I use a little bit of non-dairy stuff as supplements as a meal replacement, but yeah.
Why the non-dairy? Like why?
Cow dairy is not really good for your joints.
It causes inflammation, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So a little bit of it don't hurt you, in my book. If you ask Dallas, it's not good for you totally. Like any
Right.
cheese I eat, it's all goat cheese or all like vegan cheese.
What about sugar?
No, I stay away from
Completely.
it. Well, yeah, I get sugar in that. Like if I eat an apple, I'm gonna get sugar. If I eat a banana, I'm getting sugar. But yeah, I don't add no. I'll put a little bit of sugar in my green tea in the morning. A little honey, not sugar, but honey in my green tea in the morning. But that's all the sugar I use. I don't use no real
Yeah,
sugar.
sugar is so bad for you.
I stay away from it. I just don't do it. Then
Right,
supplements
right.
work. I lost 7 pounds this week alone.
Jesus. So
And
you
from when I got here, I was a month and a half ago, I was 340. I weighed at 303 last week. I weighed at 297, 296 today.
how did that feel when you saw it in the twos?
I've never been there, so I don't
Right.
know.
No, how did it feel for you today seeing that? I'm saying.
Oh, it's kind of cool. It's different.
Crazy, right?
Yeah, I mean, they can't, there's a lot of people weigh 200 plus.
Yeah, but for you, seeing it for the first time in who knows how long, it must have felt really,
Ever.
wow.
4th grade. Seriously, I mean,
Wow.
I went, when I was probably in the 5th grade, once seen the Hulk Hogan, because, not the Incredible Hulk, because he was real popular back, the green guy.
Yeah.
And I got pictures back, and I was bigger than him.
Wow.
Bigger around than he was. He was
Crazy.
fit, mind you.
Right. Right. So, you might be able to go lower than 280, huh?
Good.
Dude,
But my muscle mass is pretty solid.
right. So you're not really going by a number, it's just how you feel when you stop.
Yeah, I'm just going down to what I might be back up to 3 something, but I'll be more solid. I'll be in a smaller size pants.
Right. Because you're lifting weights or no?
Yes.
You are. Okay.
But
Are you going heavy?
we're using the blood flow restriction.
Okay. So does that include heavy weights or is that more lighter weights?
You got to check in blood flow restriction. There's no heavy weights with it.
Okay.
You
Because
can't do it.
heavy weights are also just not the best for fighters.
No, that's why the DDPY helps out, keeps me flexible.
Right. Right.
Heavyweights are great for fighters if they're stretching every day and keeping their muscles from tightening up. With the blood flow restriction, you don't have to use heavy weights, and you still get it's I think it's 20% of your max weight is the highest you ever go.
Okay.
So during a curl with 15 pounds, We do 3 sets of 10, then 4 sets of 5. You're struggling at the end of that with 10, 15 pounds.
Right.
People can laugh, but you'll feel it the next day, and you can see the difference in the size.
Okay.
I've never had veins in my arms before.
Yeah, that's because the fat content is diminished. Yeah, that's great. That's great. All right. So, are you gonna wear those same trunks with the American flag on?
Of course I am. I'm
But you
proud
gotta
to be
get new ones.
an American. I'm always going to wear them.
But you gotta wear
Hey,
new ones.
Marco, look, buddy, I gotta grab these calls. I got 5 different people that's called me. I gotta make these calls.
Okay.
Hopefully, we can talk to you soon, though, buddy.
Yeah, man. It was good talking to you. Thank you.
Have a great one, buddy.
Take care, man.